جايد أس التلفزيونية الفضائية.
The programs and the channel are all dedicated.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Yusuf Estes with really good news. Many people are hearing things about Islam, but they are not getting the right message. So the best time to get the right message out is right now. And we have the best way to do exactly that with Allah's support and your help. We've got our projects, our websites, satellite TV channels, and now we can reach every home on the planet, inshallah. Let's make that difference together and be my dawah partner. Go to Dawah. And we are right here, right now, with the live program. Well, a little bit for me. So we have a program that's live right now, and we have a guest with us, and here's Habib. Salam alaikum. Oh,
Salam alaikum.
Whoa, wait.
There's that.
I pushed the wrong button. Now.
Okay. Let's try this again. So, Salam alaikum, everyone. Well, we're almost live. There's that slight delay. And maybe sometimes this is a good thing.
Yeah, sometimes the delay is the benefit. How is it going in Canada right now?
Things are pretty good. It was one of those days that was mostly foggy today. Keep
Foggy?
in mind, I live foggy. Yes.
You had fog. MashaAllah.
Oh, yeah, because, well, if you look at St. John, it's right on the ocean. So, therefore, there's a lot of fog that does come in. So, in the wintertime, that's actually a good thing because it acts like a blanket and it keeps the city warmer. So.
We don't want warmer. We want colder. Today,
you would actually like the temperature here because there's always this nice cool breeze. And when the rest of the province was having a heat wave, St. John was actually about 15 degrees cooler than the rest of the province.
I like heat, man. Heat. I need heat.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I generate too much heat, so I like to keep it a little bit cooler.
Sometimes my hands are really, really cold. And
oh, yes.
Yeah, I know that because people tell me that when I shake hands, they say, "Oh, your hands are cold."
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a niece like that too, but she was cold all over. Like her feet would get like ice cold. So wintertime was really hard on her. She always had to have a heater close to her feet just to keep them warm.
MashaAllah. Well, that's, I don't know, but I like the heat. I am very comfortable in the 80s and still comfortable in the 90s, and I don't start perspiring until we get into the hundreds, and then it gets a little bit warm.
Okay. Yeah, I could say I'm almost the opposite. I can be outside and it can be extremely cold. I go for a walk and I perspire. What can I say? So, the new thing tomorrow is I'm going to be ordering a computer and a camera. It's going to have a mic as well. So this way here, I won't be using my phone once I get this. And things will be much better that way. And it will be a lot easier. Oh yeah, and there will be a green screen. So that these three things will be a big improvement for me. So inshallah, things will work out for this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I use a green screen right here. And this is not the room that you see right here. It is a beautiful library of and a den and a lamp. And actually, this is all green. And I can show you how that is working out. Let's see. Yeah. Now, this is how I work it out. Let's see. Okay. Now, there is nothing because the green screen is on, so you don't have anything. And then when I click the button, yeah, now you get to see what I see. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, so you're gonna have it tomorrow, yeah?
Well, no, I'm ordering it tomorrow. It's going to take a little while for it to come in.
Ah, I thought you said that you were gonna have it tomorrow. Okay, so we can get used to the yellow, or it's a pale yellow. The background.
Yeah, it's a pale yellow. Don't ask me why they painted it that color, but they did. Blue, a pale blue would have been nicer, but you know.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're blogging basically. We're talking back and forth, and we have a program to do, so let's do it.
Yes. So the question is, any new videos?
That's a good question, and I didn't check it today, so let's check it right now. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Let's see if there's any new videos. Watch videos. Okay, doesn't look like we got anything new. If they're in chronological order as they come in, that would be, the first one was 2 days ago, and then 2 days ago, and then 5 days ago, 5 days ago, and 5 days, in 2 years. Okay, well, let's see what we have with this one right there. 5 days ago. Isa Safe. And I didn't understand anything that he said. Did you?
No, but he's how old?
He's 3 to 7. But
so I think he's on the young side of, the 3 to 7.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we got now. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a background. Let's see. Where's my background? There it is. Okay. Ha ha ha. Wow. Now we can switch back and forth. This, that. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go for the second one. That is Musa Safe. So let's click and see what he has. Okay. Well, I can't click it. All right, now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الناس الذي وسوس الناس من جن والناس.
Okay. What do you think about that one?
That one was cute. It was quite nice. The other, I have a question. And it's only because I'm talking to some of my friends. And how safe is the website in regards to the children's videos?
Huh. What do you mean safe? Anybody can see it.
Yeah, but nobody could say download it or anything like this.
Well, that's real simple to do. All you have to do, you don't have to download it. You can just get a...
No, I mean, like, say if somebody wanted to take that video from the website, can they do it? Hopefully not, but this is what I'm saying.
What I'm
in
saying...
regards to security.
Okay, what I'm telling you is anybody that has a program that is a simple program like they sell everywhere, they can play it on their screen and record it.
Okay.
They can shoot a camera at it. The old way that we did it was to play it, and then the camera would shoot it. But now you don't even have to do that, because you can get a program that records your screen, and then you can set it up just to record that part of it, and it records the audio, and everybody can record everybody. So if that's the concern, don't upload it. That's the safest thing, you know. Don't.
Yeah.
If you want to be safe, if you want to have if you don't want anybody to take it from the internet, don't put it on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the simplest thing I can tell you. However, most people don't want to waste their time on that. They'd like to catch big things that are happening right now and then put it on the YouTube and get a lot of followers. But nobody's gonna I don't think anybody is gonna use a child reciting the Quran to get followers. I don't think that.
No, I don't think that either. But you know, people sometimes they worry a little too much.
Yeah. Well, it's simply said, if you don't want anything to happen, don't turn the TV on. Don't turn anything on, and just throw your watch away. You know, because most of the watches now have something that they say that it follows you around, and don't even have a TV in your house. don't have a computer in your house, and just and don't have a microwave in your house, because that's supposed to be shooting out beams everywhere, and I don't know how to be safe.
Anyway, so let's just say that the website is about as safe as it can be.
Oh,
And-
yeah. The safety in our website is the maximum that we can have. But the children are not going to be in a cage and blocked out and everything, because that's the only way you could do it. You could have a recitation. Now, if a person would like to show a scene and have their child recite the Quran on a scene, then they could choose to. I don't think that they'd have to have a picture of the child, because we'd have to be able to identify who it was. So if they would like to do a little bit, and then have a screen around that, I don't know how they would do it. But if they don't want the prize, if they don't want the $1,000 prize, then they could just recite on TV, but they would be recording the child's voice, but something else on the screen. And that's perfectly all right if they don't want to enter the contest. That's what we used to have. They would call up, and then I would hold up the phone, and then we would put something else. Instead of me sitting there holding the phone, we would put something else there. And the reciting of the children was, we would announce that this child was so and so, and so, and the name and the age and what they were going to recite. That's what we would announce, and then we would listen and watch the scene or whatever we had. But it's not going to work for the contest, because we have to see the person reciting all the way through, because we don't want somebody to insert something else. Yeah, a professional reciter.
I gotcha. So with that, we should be looking at another video, and hopefully, inshallah, people will start registering, and we'll get some more people in the contest, inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, let's go forward and have another one. We had this one already, so let's get another one. How about Ali Safe?
Sounds good.
All right.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة
I don't know what happened, but let's see. Okay.
That's
Now,
another way of doing it that we don't see the video.
well, yeah, that's the one way to do it. Just don't let them just see a black screen. I don't know what happened. Well, let's see if I can bring it back. How did it happen? Let's see. It's not coming up. Okay, well, we can listen to it at least. Let's see what we get. I don't know what happened. I'm at a loss. Window capture, that's on. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Okay, we got it back. All right, now.
Great.
All right, watch videos and Musa safe. All right, he's in the 3 to 7 category. Let's see what he has.
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum assalam. What is your name? What is your name?
Musa Saif.
How old are you?
4 old.
Which surah are you going to recite?
Surah Nas.
Okay, let's go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس
Okay. What do you think about that one?
That one I always think is so cute.
Yeah?
And he's so energetic too. He's so bubbly.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to see the kiddos and
So let's look at 2022 and see some videos from then.
2 years ago.
Yes.
Hey, here's it did the same thing again. It blacked out. I don't know how it did that. Let's see if it does that again.
Well, while you're working on that, I just want to remind people that the toll-free number's on the screen for them to call in. And if a child wants to recite the Quran, please do so. I would love to be able to hear you recite.
Well, we have something from 4 years ago. What about that?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Muhammad Ali. Let's see if it comes up. It's on the transition and black screen. Okay.
Most interesting.
All right. let's see what this one does. Nope. It's we've got some kind of a problem with it shifting over. It doesn't go. All right, well, that's a new problem, and something that could be solved if we had somebody here working on it. And I'm not the expert on the broadcast. I want to be in front of the camera, not behind the camera, not behind the scenes, and that's where I get stuck. Okay, so we'll switch it back and forth between you and me, and I'll try to figure out what happened. Black screen. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's amazing with these little tests that we have to go through. But Allah knows why this is happening, and so with that, I think it's so important for parents to encourage their children to learn to recite the Quran, because when you look at what the Quran truly is, and especially for us as Muslims, and the importance of guiding our life, and even says that we're supposed to follow the hadiths as well. So when you're looking at this and you say, well, oh, it's okay, my son or daughter doesn't have to recite, they can do it when they're older. No, it's better to get them when they're very young, and even they don't have to perfect it then, but they're starting to learn. And I've seen children that were younger than, well, there was one friend of mine, his son would come and perform Salah with me. Two of his sons. Adam at that time was just 4, and his brother was a little bit older than me. And one would stand on either side of me, and they would perform Salah with me. Well, with all of us, but they were beside me. And it was amazing how the 4-year-old was doing. He was doing so well. And I seen him like maybe about a year ago or so, and he was still, it was amazing how much he progressed in his performing of Salah. So it goes to show, when you're doing this with children, that the idea is, so when they get older, they'll be looking at going to the mosque. But if you don't bring them to the mosque, they're not going to be looking to go there when they're older. And the other important thing is, always have a communication between you and your children. Because when you hit the teenage years and you want to talk to them, they're not going to be interested in talking to you unless you build that line of communication that they can tell you anything.
Well, I think it's half after, 30 minutes after we started, so maybe we can put on a promo here to promote Islam. Let's see if that works.
Yep.
Just stay tuned and stay guided, guys.
With Guidus TV.
This is Yusuf Estes with a personal message for you. Our kids need the Quran more now than ever before. Kids love to recite the Quran on TV, and we can reward them with great prizes. But no ads, no spam, no politics, no big business. Just our kids reciting the Quran, making a video, winning a prize, and every child will win a prize. And you get the rewards from Allah for your support and donations for kids to recite on TV. Let's keep it free for Allah. Support now. DonateIslam.com.
Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to Let's Talk About It, where we're discussing about the contest, and we started to show some videos. Hopefully, we'll be able to show some more, and I hope that more people will join our contest. So I'm going to pass it over to Brother Yusuf, and we'll continue on with our show.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Okay. So I found this online, and these are children reciting the Quran, and it's not from us, but it is something that maybe you can get a benefit from.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم وأنيبوا إلى ربكم وأسلموا له من قبل أن يأتيكم العذاب ثم لا تنصرون واتبعوا أحسن ما أنزل إليكم من ربكم من قبل أن يأتيكم العذاب بغتة وأنتم لا تشعرون أن تقول نفس يا حسرة على ما فرطت في جنب الله يا حسرة على ما فرطت في جنب الله وإن كنت لمن الساخرين.
MashaAllah. Well, that didn't work either. So you could hear them. That was a benefit. But I don't know if you heard it through my microphone or not. Anyway.
Yes, I heard it.
Yeah, you did hear it? Okay. Well, you just saw me sitting there. I don't know what to do. And if we don't get something worked out pretty soon, we'll have to stop doing the live program. Yeah. So.
Well, I think things are going to get worked out. It's just a question of getting some more people on board to do the work that needs to be done. So basically, you do your job, I do my job, and the people behind the scenes does their job, and things will get worked out, inshallah. It's just a matter of putting the word out that this is what we need, and these are the type of workers we need to join our team. And I think with that, we can do a whole lot more better, because
more
this
better.
right here.
Oh yeah, more better.
So this way, yes. So you can focus on what you do best in front of the screen, in front of the camera, without having to worry about all these little things that you need to do because you don't do them anymore. So, and you know, and it's a lot better for you. It's a lot better for
yeah.
everyone that's watching the show.
Whenever we're in a studio, a proper studio, and they record stuff, it goes smooth. But they have 5 or 6 people, maybe 10 or 11 people. And when we're recording a video, Dr. Zachary Knight had, I think, 18 cameras, maybe it was 16 cameras, all focused on different parts of the scenery that we had, and that they would record, each one of them recorded to a recorder, and then they would mix it afterwards. Yeah. Not mixing it, switching, and oh, this kid's got his finger in his nose, you know. Yeah, no, they would choose which one of the 16 to blend in, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And one time he set it up where I was just talking from several books, and it was me sitting there, and he had 3 cameras like this, you know, like it was pointing at me like that, and one camera at the top was a close-up, and then a medium shot, and then a wide shot, and then he would record all of those and then mix them together, and you would see a wide shot, a close-up, and then a medium shot, and he would transfer that. Beautiful. It was really good. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, it's always better to do these things in the post-production, because when you're doing it live, and I mean, it depends on what you're doing, and if it's nothing that's really, like if it's a city council meeting, all you're doing is making sure that the council member that's speaking, that the camera is on that person, and you always had a safe shot of the whole room. But with something like this, you want to do a post-production and making sure all your cameras are recording, so you can do this and you can pick and choose best shots for what's happening in your videos.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I've had something that worked out. Let's see if it works. And if it would no, it didn't. It didn't go. Oh my God.
Well, hopefully by tomorrow night we'll have this fixed, and we'll continue on.
Well, if the children will upload the videos, get their parents' permission first, of course, and then upload their videos, regardless of whether or not we have a live broadcast, the contest is going to continue. And we will award the best ones for the Quran, and they will get their prizes. And the top prize is $1,000 for the 13 to 17. And then from the 8 to the 12, another $1,000. And from the 3 to the 7, another $1,000. So there's $3,000 in prizes each category. So regardless of the category you're in, you have a chance to win $1,000. And if this doesn't work out this year, we're going to cancel it for all of the time. So, yeah, and so the advantage for you watching it right now is to tell everybody, so that we can have it continue. continue. And if we don't continue, well, then we'll put something else here. Yeah. So this time is for our live programs now, and people can call in, and they have called in before. And if you would like to call in right now, there's still I don't know,
19
still 20
minutes.
minutes. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, about 20 minutes. So you can call in and talk to us right now and ask questions or give answers. I like answers. Or maybe you call in and you share with us a story. Anyway, back to you.
Yes, I remember before I started doing the live show with you that I used to call in on a regular basis. And it was always, a fair amount of people calling in. And I'm hoping we can get back to that again and having more people call in and feeling free enough to ask questions and especially with new converts, that this is important, or somebody that's looking at converting to Islam. If you have questions, feel free to call in and ask questions. We may not have the answer, but Allah knows best about these things. So anyway, yes. I think it's so important for people to call in and sharing what's on their heart. And so tell me, we have the toll-free number.
Yeah.
And it's just a question of you calling that number and Brother Yusuf is going to answer the phone, so yes, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I have the phone here. So call 1-800-971-4383. 1-800-971-4383. Call now and we can be on the air together and we can ask questions and maybe get answers. How about that? Alhamdulillah. If you call in right now, there's opportunity. But don't say we didn't offer it.
Right. So I'll start off by asking a question because I've seen a lot of videos about this, and a lot of times when you're looking at these videos, you begin to wonder.
We got a caller.
Oh, mashallah.
Assalamu alaikum. Mashallah. Where? Mashallah. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Shoshana Anji, and I am calling from Ontario, Oregon.
Ontario, Oregon?
Yes, sir. That's right. I'm an all-American girl that's fairly new to Islam.
Okay.
And I've been hearing some stuff that I want to check with you to see if I'm getting it right.
Yep.
And it's about end times, and that there will be minor Dajjals before the Dajjal. My personal opinion is what is happening in Palestine is happening, being caused by one of these minor Dajjals, and that he is a very wicked one, and may be the last one before the Dajjal shows up. can you give me some guidance and lessons about the Dajjals in the end times, please?
Well, the Dajjal is the Antichrist in the book of Revelations. I think you knew that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the book of Revelations is the book that the Catholic Church threw out. And they threw it away, but a few hundred years later, they put it back in their Bible. And they did that once they took over a sect of Christians in Turkey. They were pagan worshipers to start with for several hundred years. And then in 325 AD, they took over a sect of Turkish Christians. And then they mobilized and they did a lot of things. But one of the things they changed was that they didn't follow along with the Bible. Number one, they threw out the second commandment about the images, statues, and all of that. And then they put it back in when they came up with an excuse. Oh, these are not statues, they're icons. Yeah.
Twist on them.
Yeah, and then when they threw out the book of Revelations, that indicated to me when I saw that, I was reading it much later. I'm not that old. In the 325 AD, I wasn't even a thought. Anyway, so what happened after that is they changed a lot of things that in the Bible, and then they replaced the current Bibles. Most of the current Bibles were replaced by the Catholic Church. And then in the 1500s, that is when Martin Luther posted, he was a Catholic, one of the Catholic bishops, and he posted on the door of the church his things that he wanted to debate with anybody about from the higher ups. And instead of debating, they just kicked him out. And that's where the Lutheran Church got its start. He didn't start it, but some of his followers did. Anyway, and that's when all of the protesters became Protestants. And there was, that if you were a Protestant, you were a Protestant. That's the other way to pronounce it.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, so that wasn't your question, but I wanted to share that with you so that you could know that the Bible was originally from Allah. The Old Testament was originally from Allah, and then in the Old Testament it says they lost the Old Testament. They lost all of the contents of in the Babylonian exile. They lost all the contents of the place that they kept it, and so anyway.
Excuse me. What I see in the three books is the Torah at first, it came from Allah.
Yep.
But it was lost.
Yep.
Except for little itsy bitsy pieces that
Yep.
are in
Yeah,
Old Testament
actually, no.
and in the Bible.
All of it.
The Bible is also contained in the Quran. We have three books in the set of Allah's books for us, for our spiritual growth and our growth. And that is what's left of the Torah, the Bible, and the Quran. The Quran being the last. And each one added a little more, took us a little farther along.
Actually,
Did I
the
get that right?
all yes, you did real good. But the only thing, an adjustment to your talk, is that all of the Old Testament was lost, and then one of during the Babylonian exile, one of the young people, a man, he went over to the tribes and he listened to what they had, because they used to memorize and recite their Bible, their book. But yeah, that was that is very common knowledge amongst the Jews, that they used to bury the text of the Bible. They buried them inside of jars and things, and then put the asphalt around it, or something that would glue it down, and then bury it for 50 years, 75 years, and then dig it up, and then they would have a meeting, and then they would bring all of the people, and then the people would try to recite it, and that's where they got the idea of holding the book on somebody, and they would. It wasn't a book; it was leaflets, and they were scrolls. They would unwind those scrolls or roll them out, and then somebody would try to recite, and then they would pinpoint all the mistakes, because they had the originals. However, whenever the Babylonian exile took place, the only thing they had was people reciting, and there were 12 tribes. So this young man would go over to this tribe and see what he would get, and then he would put it down, and then another tribe would have it, almost the same thing, but a little bit different, and he would put it down. And this is why the Bible today has something in the book of Genesis. It starts out making contradictory statements. But this is because he put everything down. For instance, in the book of Genesis, it has the thing of Noah, the story of Noah going into the ship that he built, and he was taking the animals. How is he taking the animals? 2 by 2, right?
In pairs, yes.
However, in a chapter further on, it says he took the clean animals, six clean animals, every kind of a clean animal, they would take 6, but only of the dirty animals 2. Does it say that in your Bible?
I had not read that part. No.
Okay.
I'm new to theology.
Oh, okay.
And I'm wanting to learn a lot of theology from
So-
the Torah on up through the Quran. And I was even going to ask you if you knew of a good reference for me to go to learn all this.
Yeah, we have it. We have it on our website. Just go to the share. No, not share. Searchislam.com. Searchislam.com, and type in what you would like to know, and it will pop it up.
Great.
Quran.
Yeah, I know a little
and
bit about Christianity, but not everything, and I haven't read the entire Bible, I must admit. And I haven't gotten it naturally, just getting started, haven't made it through all the Quran.
yeah, I recommend.
Understand them from their language into our translation.
Okay. I recommend, number one, finish the Quran. The translation of the Quran is much more accurate because it is translated from the original language and not translated by somebody that didn't even know what the original language was. That's the case of the Bible today. We don't even know the New Testament, what was the language. Some people said it was Greek, some people said it was Aramaic, and some people said it was Latin, and we know it wasn't Latin. But that's what the people think. So, yeah, the Quran is, I'm holding it up right now. Can you see me on TV?
Yes, I'm watching you. I have you on mute so we wouldn't interfere with it.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing that you did that because it will be about a minute later. But I'm holding up the Quran. You can see it. And this is the exact words of Almighty Allah. And every Quran in the Arabic language has the exact words. Let me see if I can hold it up one-handed. No, yeah. It's all in Arabic.
Yes. It's
All
in
right.
the mother tongue Arabic, and modern Arabic has grown from the mother tongue.
Yeah, so the stories about the things of the last day are more from the Hadith than from the Quran itself. And there is a lot of information, but we believe the Hadith, and in the Hadith it tells about Jesus Christ, and we say Christ because he was chosen, and it's Christe and in the Greek. So that is what Jesus was. He was chosen by Allah to lead and destroy the Antichrist. Now we're coming to the part where you wanted to know. There is, though they're saying that we've got to go off the air right away. And anyway, I can talk to you tomorrow and we can get the answers to that. Is that okay?
That would be okay. About what time tomorrow would we be getting in touch?
About an hour before this, but wherever you are. You said you're in Idaho?
I'm right on the Snake River there, the Ontario-Idaho area.
Ah, okay. Snake River.
I'm in that little tiny square they have on the map that says Mountain Time instead of Pacific.
Okay. So that would be 1 hour from us would be 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Salam alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And for all of our viewers, Salam alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah. This is Yusuf Estes with a personal message for you. Our kids need the Quran more now than ever before. Kids love to recite the Quran on TV, and we can reward them with great prizes. But no ads, no spam, no politics, no big business. Just our kids reciting the Quran, making a video, winning a prize, and every child will win a prize.
الحمد